Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. It is December the 16th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and it is foggy. You've heard of iCloud?
Yes,
This is in cloud, like really in cloud, very, very thick. So be cautious out there. North of the QEW, it's just very thick fog, so you got to be cautious.
I didn't notice it, to give you an example, when I was driving in on the QE until I got to that 403, kind of 401 exit, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, there's some sections which are a little clearer than others, but still, it's pretty thick fog.
Temperature-wise,
it's just about everywhere, 2 in Orangeville, so it's not too bad.
Fog advisory is in place for the city of Toronto and through Hamilton. It stretches all the way up through Oshawa and Waterloo. The fog has been thick as well. Okay, we'll talk more about your long range. We'll get you right into the weekend in just a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Not yet, unfortunately. We've got a fairly wet day in the forecast. We're going to see quite a bit of rainfall throughout the day today. It's just going to be kind of inconsistent and drizzly. Very similar to yesterday, but a little bit more consistent. We do have high pressure moving in for the weekend, which is great news. I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about our long-range forecast. Only 9 shopping days left, so make sure you get out. Oh, no, I guess 8 shopping days left now. Make sure you get out and do it this weekend. You don't have any excuse. It is going to be mild, and we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine right through the GTA. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 16th of December. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and I think it's time to start Christmas shopping. Getting close, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, 16th.
Yeah, you got like 9 shopping days left, Tom.
Plenty.
See, but it's easy for you because Liam's grown, he's working, Teresa's at work all day. You just get to go home and hang out and walk the dog. So you've got all day to Christmas shop every single day.
Oh, just, sure.
Dragging a toddler around with you, not so fun. When you're Christmas shopping.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I know.
Got
but I'm doing it now and you're not.
I'm just sympathizing for you. I'm sympathetic.
All right, we do have a fog advisory in place.
Just some rain a little bit later on today.
Speaking of rain, it's already hitting down towards the south. Here's a look at the radar. It is literally on the doorstep. We'll talk more about the long range. We'll get you right into the weekend for all of us last-minute shoppers. It'll be a good weekend to get out shopping. All that coming up. But first, Tom, how is this fog affecting traffic? Well, once this fog starts to lift, we are going to be seeing the rain. The rain will taper off early tomorrow morning, but it looks as though that because our temperatures are going to be dropping behind this cold front, that we may actually see a little bit of mixed precipitation before it's all out of here. Now, then we've got high pressure moving in, which is great news for the weekend because Friday, Saturday, Sunday look amazing. So tomorrow we're still going to see fairly wet conditions, a daytime high of 4 degrees. By Thursday we're looking at 0, a lot of cloud cover. And I do want to mention that Wednesday, Thursday we have a shift in our winds to more of a northwesterly flow. So lake effect could certainly become a bit of an issue for areas north of the city. But the weekend looks fantastic. You have no excuse not to get out and do that last minute Christmas shopping. Not yet, unfortunately. We are going to see a really foggy day today, but make sure you stay with us for frequent updates on the fog advisory that we do have in place. Now, I do want to talk about some precipitation that's moving in today, tonight, and tomorrow morning and what it's going to do. We've got rain primarily, but tomorrow morning temperatures are going to be dropping behind that cold front, so we could see a very fine line of mixing, especially up through cottage country, north and west of the city. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some mixing through the downtown core as well because temperatures will be hovering around that freezing mark. Now, throughout the day on Wednesday, this system is going to clear out. We'll start to see high pressure move its way back in. So that means good news for us. It's not going to happen on Thursday, but on Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, we have got sunshine in the forecast. A perfect weekend to get out for Christmas shopping. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is December the 16th. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. And we had a closure of the 401 out by 35-115. They've opened up 1 lane. This is an earlier tractor-trailer crash, so 2 lanes still remain closed. So you'll be a little bit slow through that area.
Oh, especially with the fog. Not good.
Especially with the fog.
We do have a fog advisory in place for this work and a wet commute home, potentially. Grab your umbrella. You might just need it today. We'll talk more about the long range. We'll get you right into the weekend. Will we see some sunshine? Maybe. Details just ahead. Tom, what's going on with this fog and traffic? Well, we are going to be seeing the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix throughout the early morning tomorrow morning. Once this rain moves out, that cold front will come in, and that's where we're going to be seeing that chance of a few isolated flurries, some mixing possible up through cottage country especially. But then once this moves out throughout the day on Wednesday, we have high pressure moving in slowly. It's going to be a bit of a dirty high throughout the day on Thursday, so quite a bit of cloud cover. But by Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday, things are looking really good. 4 degrees for tomorrow. We're looking at showers, and then 0 for Thursday. We've got -1 for Friday, so behind the cold front, temperatures really cool down closer to our seasonal average. And then look at the weekend. It looks great. We've got a mix of sun and cloud for the most part, and temperatures are going to be mild, hovering around the freezing mark. Well, we are going to be seeing a fairly foggy day today and a wet day today. We're already seeing that rain moving through the GTA, and this is going to continue through the afternoon, through the evening. That's when things will start to taper off, but that wraparound moisture, our winds are going to be shifting direction, so there is a good chance that early tomorrow morning we may see a bit of a rain-snow mix. Now, of course, the chances are going to be a little bit higher up through cottage country, but don't be surprised in the downtown bar if you're like, oh, I think that was a snowflake. Maybe, maybe not. Well, once this precip moves out throughout the day on Wednesday, we've got high pressure moving in. Bit of a dirty high for Thursday. We're still going to see quite a bit of cloud cover. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday look amazing. No excuse not to get out and finish that last minute Christmas shopping. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. We do have some active weather throughout the day today, but I think fog is the biggest concern this morning. Fog advisories in place throughout southern Ontario. In some areas that is certainly worse than others. Areas a little bit further north and west, certainly a little bit thicker than areas further south and east. Now, throughout the day today, we do have this warm front coming in, and we're kind of sitting comfortably in that warm sector. That's why our temperatures are going to be above our seasonal average. We're talking well above our seasonal average. We're going to get up to about 5 degrees today. We should be around -1 for this time of year. So this system is going to pass through southern Ontario, bringing us quite a bit of wet weather throughout the day today and even into tonight. Now, what's going to happen tonight is that once we get through that cold front, temperatures are going to be dropping. So there is a chance that early tomorrow morning, we're talking pre-dawn, we could see a little bit of a rain-snow mix, especially up towards cottage country where temperatures going to be a little bit cooler. And then, I wouldn't rule it out downtown. It's going to be kind of one of those scenarios where you're looking and you think, was that just snow? I think I just saw snow. It's going to be kind of that type of morning. But by the afternoon, the good news is that things will start to clear out and we've got high pressure moving into place. Now for Thursday, it's going to be a bit of a dirty high, which means we're going to see still quite a bit of cloud cover. But by Friday, into Saturday, and into Sunday, things are looking pretty good. I do not think we have much to complain about. We only have about 8 or 9 shopping days left, so get out and get it done. With weather like this over the weekend, you have absolutely no excuse. We're going to see a high of 4 degrees tomorrow, so still above seasonal. We drop to our more seasonal average for Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. And did you hear that, Tom? You have absolutely no excuse not to do your Christmas shopping this weekend. Fog, fog, and more fog throughout the day today. Doesn't look like it's going to lift. We're not going to see a lot of sunshine today. We've got a lot of cloud cover, and we've got some rain coming in. So a very gray, drizzly, gloomy kind of day. Once the system moves out, we are going to see a bit of wraparound moisture. Winds are going to be shifting directions to more of a northwesterly flow. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow morning we wake up with a little bit of a rain-snow mix in our hands, especially upwards of cottage country. Down towards the south, you may see a snowflake or two and think, oh, is that snow? I think that was snow. Well, once the system moves out, high pressure is going to be moving in. Thursday, we'll still see quite a bit of cloud cover with that dirty high, but by the weekend, we're seeing lots of sunshine and relatively mild temperatures. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Stay warm and stay dry. And we also just want to mention that right behind us, this is a live webcam of the city of Toronto, and you can see, you can see the bottoms of the buildings.
Yeah, the tops of the buildings, the fog layer around 500 feet right now, so just off the deck.
So not great for commuters. I mean, have you seen any kind of fog-related incidents this morning?
Well, it's hard to establish whether it's fog-related or not, but certainly visibility issues. There was a stalled vehicle, and it's very difficult to see it initially. So we've got a few of those right now. We'll show you them coming up.
And then it's going to be on and off throughout the day. We'll talk more about the long range coming up. But first, Tom, what's going on with that stalled vehicle? Fairly foggy, wet, cloudy, drizzly throughout the day. This is what the system looks like as it moves in over Toronto. Behind this cold front, if we could call it that, we are going to see our temperatures drop fairly significantly through the evening and overnight, which means tomorrow we do have those winds coming in from now more of a northwesterly direction. So not only are some areas going to have to deal with a little bit of lake effect, we may have to deal with a little bit of early morning mixing throughout the GTA. Once the system clears out, we are going to see high pressure move in. Still quite a bit of cloud cover on Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday look fantastic. Not awesome for today and tomorrow, but the weekend looks pretty good. Today, we've got that system coming in. That's what's bringing us the rain right now. You can see showers through the GTA. They're going to be on and off, on and off, on and off throughout the day today. By tonight, temperatures are going to be cooling down. We've got northwesterly winds coming in, so I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow morning if we woke up to a little bit of a rain-snow mix, especially up towards cottage country. Not so much along the lakeshore, but you may kind of look outside and think, That kind of looks like snow, or is that rain? Is it snow? Is it rain? It's going to be one of those mornings. By the time the system moves out by Wednesday afternoon, high pressure will start to move in. On Thursday, it's going to be a bit of a dirty high because we're going to see still quite a bit of cloud cover. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, out comes the sun. Temperatures will remain relatively mild.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, Copley's did a nice job.
I think he felt bad because he was like, the warm, dry studio. By the way, Tom, I love your jacket.
Thank you. Well, yeah, thanks. Yeah, they did a great job. Thank you. Thanks, Copley.
Yes, we are standing in a warm, dry studio, and everybody else is wet if you're outside. Here's a look at the radar, and you can see the shower. It's going to be a trend that will continue all day. I'll have more details on your long range getting us into the weekend. But first, Tom, in the nice jacket, what's going on the road?
Well, it's a little festive. You know, that's what I was figuring. Well,
not quite yet, unfortunately. Today is going to be a very gray, gloomy, foggy kind of day. We're going to see showers on and off throughout the afternoon. Tonight, once we get through that cold front, our temperatures are going to be dropping. We're going to start to see a shift in our winds as well to a more northwesterly direction, and that means we could pick up a little bit of lake effect. The potential is there for some mixing, especially along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit downtown. Once the system moves out throughout the day on Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover, but over the weekend, things look fantastic. Mild seasonal temperatures and sunshine. It's a fairly foggy start to the day, so give yourself some extra travel time as you're heading out the door, running to get your breakfast. Temperatures are mild. We're looking at 3 degrees through Toronto, 2 through Hamilton, we're 2 up in Barrie, 1 through Orangeville, 2 through Newmarket, but rain. It's going to be a fairly consistent on and off rain throughout the day today. Temperatures are pretty similar anywhere you go throughout southern Ontario. To the east, a little cooler. Kingston at 1 for the morning temperature with a little bit of sunshine, and rain down towards Windsor with a temperature of 6. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. You can see the downtown live shot of Toronto. It's foggy. It's going to be very damp throughout the entire day today. We're not going to see a ton of sunshine. Yeah, not much wind. Yeah. I mean, fog, it's certainly hindering your commute, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, visibility issues, people have to slow down. And some of the northwest of the city, predominantly, even up in Hamilton, less than 1/8 of a statute mile. So you got to be careful.
All right, we'll take a look at the radar. You can see the showers moving through the city. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast in just a moment, but first, here's Tom. Quick details. Here we go. We've got this one system. It's coming through. It's giving us rain on and off throughout the day. We're going to see some residual moisture behind it. When the winds shift to more of a northwesterly flow, temperatures are going to be cooling down. We may see a little bit of mixing early tomorrow morning, more so towards cottage country than through the downtown core. Once the system starts to move out throughout the day on Wednesday, we're going to see high pressure move in. Thursday, a dirty high, lots of cloud cover, but by Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're going to see a little bit of sunshine. Not quite yet. We are going to see a kind of gloomy, foggy, gray, drizzly, wet kind of day. This system is going to be moving through southern Ontario today and even into tonight. By tonight, once that cold front moves through, we'll start to see that wraparound moisture with those northwesterly winds picking up, and there is the potential for some early morning rain snow mix, especially through cottage country up along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Also, we do have a fog advisory in place, so keep that in mind this morning if you're heading out. A lot of areas seeing dense fog, as Tom was just showing you on some of the traffic cameras. Once the system moves out throughout the day on Wednesday, Thursday, quite a bit of cloud cover, not a ton of sun, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, things are looking much better. We don't want to rule out the shot of a little bit of snow Saturday overnight into Sunday. It is there, but otherwise we are looking at a really fantastic weekend with seasonal temperatures. All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, I mean, I bundled up. I wore my parka today. Yet, interestingly enough, I didn't wear it yesterday, and we were actually a little bit warmer.
Yeah, it's not all that bad. It's just damp. It's damp. It's damp. It's chilly. It sort of gets into your bones a little bit. Yeah. It's gray, so...
You just kind of want to bundle up and stay warm.
I'm looking for really freezing temperatures.
Hey, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, thank you.
Starts today.
Does it start today?
Tonight? This evening, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Like the first candle?
Well, happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish viewers.
All right, take a look at this radar. We got more on the fog, what's coming up this weekend. But first, Tom, what's going on in traffic? Not yet, unfortunately. It looks as though we're going to see kind of that gray gloominess stick around all day today with this system. We've got rain showers on again, off again, on again, off again all day long. We're going to continue to see some wet weather to the north. And then tonight when our temperatures drop, we're going to see a transition in the winds. They're going to go from a southerly flow to more of a northwesterly flow. So we are certainly going to feel that cool down. I wouldn't be surprised if early tomorrow morning we wake up to a bit of a rain-snow mix, especially north of the city along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Now, once the system starts to clear out, we are going to be seeing some sunshine just in time for the weekend. A mix of sun and cloud for both Saturday and Sunday.
Really, anything below -5?
I think he's frozen. It's not that cold out, but nonetheless.
No.
Nonetheless, it looks like there was a bit of a streaming problem, so I didn't know how he was talking and not moving his mouth.
It was incredible, isn't it?
Amazing.
He was being a ventriloquist.
He's very talented.
He is very talented.
He's very talented.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. We'll get back to Kevin shortly. It's going to be kind of a wave of moisture after wave of moisture throughout the day today. We've got more details on that, plus what you can expect for the remainder of the week, and I'll get you right into the weekend in just a few moments. But first, I'm going to turn it over to Tom. He has an update on your commute. Not soon, unfortunately. We've got this system that's really going to be plaguing us for the next 24 hours. We've got rain. We're into that warm sector. That's why we're so mild today, getting up to a daytime high 5 for Toronto. Behind this system, however, we do have a cool down on the way. Behind this, we've got that cold front coming through. We're going to feel the effects of that starting through the overnight and early tomorrow morning. And because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if we do some pre-dawn mixing. More so up towards the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay, but I wouldn't be surprised through the downtown core. After the system departs to our east, we've got high pressure moving in, which means we are going to see some sunshine just in time for the weekend, a mix of sun and cloud for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks, Tom. Well, we are going to be seeing quite a bit of fog today. We've got that drizzle coming in, and we've got some rain, heavier bands pushing in throughout the day. It's really going to be kind of on again, off again, on again, off again. Once the system starts to move through and we get through the cold front, our temperatures are going to start to drop with that northwesterly wind. So we are going to be seeing the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix to start the day tomorrow, especially along the shores of Huron, Georgian Bay. Once that system clears out for Thursday, we've got high pressure building in. It's not necessarily going to be incredibly sunny on Thursday. We're still going to see quite a bit of cloud cover, but by Friday and getting us into the weekend, conditions improve. About 8 shopping days left for Christmas, so this weekend you have absolutely no excuse. We're going to be seeing temperatures at or slightly above our seasonal average and a mix of sun and cloud throughout the GTA. Make sure you're giving yourself lots of extra travel time this morning because of that fog. It is going to be intense in some areas, not so much in others. Just be cautious that we are going to be seeing poor visibility in more areas north and west of the city. This afternoon, we have got a wet day ahead of us. We've got rain throughout southern Ontario. It's going to be kind of on and off. Not a ton of rain. We're looking at about 5 to 10 millimeters. But tonight and into tomorrow morning, there is a chance that we could actually pick up a little bit of mixed precipitation. The cold front's going to go through and we're going to see our temperatures drop. And then we could see some mixing, especially throughout cottage country. But I wouldn't be surprised if in through the downtown core we saw a little bit of snow. I mean, mixing at best. The system as it moves through today is going to be kind of in waves. We've already seen the first wave through Toronto, the second wave this afternoon, and then in through the evening. System starts to track out, but then we've got the wraparound moisture. We've got that northwesterly flow, so there's that potential for the lake effect, as well as some mixing reaching as far south as the city of Toronto. Now, once this system moves out throughout the day on Wednesday, we've got high pressure that's going to be building in. It's going to be a bit of a dirty high for Thursday because of a lot of cloud cover, but then on Friday, we actually finally see the sunshine. And look at Saturday and Sunday. Nothing to talk about, which is great news because we only have about, I think, 8 shopping days left before the big day. So if you haven't gotten your Christmas shopping done, this is certainly the weekend to do. You have no excuse. We're looking at 4 degrees for tomorrow with showers, and then Thursday, cloud cover. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we return to more seasonal values, a mix of sun and cloud. All that snow that we had the other day, it's gone, it's melted, and it doesn't look like we're not going to see any active weather until possibly next Tuesday. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 16th of December, and it is a really foggy start to the day, as you can see, or as you can't see, downtown Toronto, which is where we are joining Kevin Yard. He's been talking to people about the early morning fog, and Kevin, it really seems like today people's thresholds are a lot different. I mean, you're wearing your rain jacket. I, for example, wore my parka into work today.
Tom Reynolds wearing a red jacket to put a smile on your face.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. Tom's certainly festive today, that's for sure. All right. Now today, I mean, areas further north certainly going to be seeing some snow, but for us, we've got rain all afternoon. We're going to be seeing kind of on again, off again showers. A very gloomy, kind of gray, foggy, damp, cool kind of situation. And by tonight, when this system starts to depart, we'll get through the cold front, and then the winds are going to shift to more of a northwesterly direction. Temperatures are going to be cooler coming in from that direction, which means there is the potential for an early rain-snow mix tomorrow morning. So just, it'll be one of those situations where you think, oh, is that snow? I think I just saw snowflake. Was that snow? I don't know. So it won't affect your commute too much, but just keep it in mind because you might find some slippery sections. So as the system moves through, again, rain it on again, off again, on again, off again, and then we start to see those cooler temperatures with that northwesterly wind. We start to drop to more seasonal values for the remainder of the week and into the weekend. Now, once the system starts to clear out throughout the day on Wednesday, we've got high pressure moving in. Now, it's going to be a bit of a dirty high for Thursday because we're still going to be seeing quite a bit of cloud cover. But by Saturday and into Sunday, things are looking much better. Now, I don't want to rule this out, but there is a system to our south that is going to possibly develop into a very powerful nor'easter for Atlantic Canada over the weekend. So there is a chance that if it just moves a little bit further north, we could be seeing a little bit of snow Saturday overnight and into Sunday. But don't let it spoil your weekend because temperatures are going to be relatively seasonal, either at or slightly above our seasonal average. And we will see some sunshine through many areas around the GTA. Joining us, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. We're going to get into your Christmas and New Year's forecast, but first, let's focus on what's happening this weekend and early next week.
Well, as we go to the end of the week and through the weekend and even into early next week, the December thaw is coming to an end, but this is not Arctic air. Temperatures just returning to about where they should be this time of year and really not that much noticeably colder than what we've seen this week so far.
So, you know, hovering around the freezing mark,
right,
which isn't really too bad. Now, for Friday, it's not a bad day.
Right. We might even see some peaks of sun, temperatures near seasonal, and a fairly quiet pattern potentially into the weekend. Though I have
potentially. See, he gets us on that word every time. Potentially.
I have some concerns about this system that the model shows staying south of the border, but concerned that we may end up with some snow, at least into Niagara, maybe even into the GTA late Saturday night into Sunday morning. Could see a few centimeters from this system.
Okay, so what this could potentially affect is going to be your evening out. Not necessarily your shopping, but if you have a Christmas party you're going to, if you've got friends coming over, just keep that in mind.
And this would be moving out Sunday morning, and fairly quiet weather continues till about the middle of next week, and then the pattern change occurs as we progress into a much more wintry pattern, and that transition will overlap Christmas with a clipper type system triggering the development of a nor'easter. And therein lies our opportunity for a white Christmas with some snow potentially arriving later Christmas Eve into Christmas morning.
See, now that is when we're supposed to have snow. That is when you're all huddled inside, everybody's gotten to where they need to be, everybody's sitting by the fire, and then, hey, it's snowing. It's like a, you know, a Christmas movie or something. But this pattern is going to stick with us.
It sure is. This will mark the transition to a much more wintry pattern. Christmas to New Year's and into the new year. We're going to see temperatures sliding to eventually well below seasonal temperatures. The lake effect gets active and a very active storm track as well.
Well, it's perfect timing because by then it certainly will be winter. Get out and shop early this weekend. Temperatures have just been too mild for it to stick around. Yesterday, we saw daytime highs close to 5 degrees. We got up to 4.5 downtown. Oshawa hit 3.1. Pearson, we were at about 3.8, and Hamilton 4.2. So a huge difference. And that warm trend, that is going to continue. Reason being, we've got a system coming through that's been bringing us rain this morning. We're into that kind of warm sector where we're still going to see that southerly flow. So temperatures, yet again, are going to be above our seasonal average. Now, we will start to cool down through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. And as you can see, when winds start to shift into that northwesterly flow, we're going to see a lot more cool air be pushed in through southern Ontario. There is the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix early tomorrow morning, late overnight tonight, so be prepared for that if you're heading out. More so up through Cottage Country along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay, but I wouldn't rule it out downtown early tomorrow morning. Today, we're looking at an above seasonal daytime high. We're getting up to 5 degrees. At this time of year, we should be around -1. So right across the board, everybody's above seasonal. Even into this evening, we stay mild. 4 degrees to Newmarket as well as through Oshawa. 6 in St. Catharines, 5 through Hamilton. We're looking at 5 in Kitchener, 5 in Brantford. And once this system starts to move out throughout the day on Wednesday, we've got high pressure behind it. Thursday, we won't see a ton of sunshine. We're still going to be kind of into that cloud with that residual moisture. But by Saturday and into Sunday, sunshine comes out. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 16th of December, and it's a very foggy start to the day. We saw some fairly dense fog yesterday, and we saw some mild temperatures. Toronto got up to 4.5. Well above our seasonal average. We should be around -1 for this time of year. We're looking at Collingwood yesterday at about 3.3. Hamilton got up to about 4.2. -2, so relatively mild right across the board, but foggy, drizzly, kind of gloomy. And that's exactly what we're seeing today. Kevin Yard is joining us in downtown Toronto. And Kevin, I have to say, yesterday I wore my rain jacket. Today I wore my parka. So I really think it depends on your threshold. And I mean, you're a pretty big, strong guy. You like to bundle up when it's necessary. But today, just going with the rain jacket. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. And I think it all depends on how much you actually walk and how fast you walk. Because I'll find that if I start walking my dog and I've got my big parka on and I'm going slow, I'm still kind of chilly. But by the end of it, I'm just sweating and I have to undo it and take the hood off. And anyways, it's the kind of that transitionary period that we're going into. Keep in mind, it is not yet winter. It is still officially fall right now. Temperatures are going to be a bit of a story for us today. They're going to be relatively mild, as Kevin was mentioning. We're getting above our seasonal daytime high. We're going to see 5 degrees. We should be around -1. But tonight, things are going to start to change. As you notice on this temperature contrast map, the darker blues start to get closer to southern Ontario. We're going to see our winds come in from more of a northwesterly direction and really start to cool us down. Now, we have the potential to see a little bit of mixing throughout the early morning. So late overnight, early tomorrow morning is when we could see a little bit of mixing throughout the GTA, more so along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Today, a daytime high of 5 degrees, but waves of moisture. I mean, we've already seen a little bit this morning, seeing a little bit of a break, and then the potential is there for more rainfall. So grab your rain jacket, grab your umbrella. You just never know. Could be a wet commute to work and a wet commute on the way home from work. Above seasonal right across the board, 4 degrees through Newmarket, 3 up in Barrie. We're looking at 4 through Oshawa. Brantford and Kitchener hitting 5 degrees. Orangeville hitting a daytime high of 2. Now, once the system starts to move out, so after we get that early morning kind of potential for mixed precip on Wednesday, this rain is really going to start to track off to the north and to the east. We're going to see high pressure move in behind it, but for Thursday, it's going to be a bit of a dirty high. We're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover. As we get closer to the weekend, temperatures start to return to more seasonal values, but it looks as though we might see some sunshine. System to the south on Saturday overnight could bring us a little bit of snow, but also we're going to see some sunshine for Sunday. So seeing it through the south, through the northwest end of the city. Not so much bad to the east end of the city, but still, you have to certainly watch out for poor visibility, especially this morning. Now, are we going to see a white Christmas? That is the question on everybody's mind. Take a look at this map. It gives a really good indication on what kind of percentages we're looking at. I mean, further north, Northwest Territories, like if you're going to be up in Nunavut or in Yellowknife, yeah, there's a pretty good chance you're going to see a white Christmas. Even across the Prairie provinces, percentages 80 to 90. In through Vancouver, Victoria, not so much. You got about a 20% chance. But in through southern Ontario, if you're not traveling, you're staying close to home, 57% chance throughout Toronto. Winnipeg, pretty much a guarantee. Vancouver, only an 11% chance. Now, in through Ottawa, it looks pretty good if you're traveling there. We're going to see 83% chance of a white Christmas. There's a lot of snow on the ground through parts of eastern Ontario and through parts of Quebec. Now, speaking of snow, we do have the potential for some on the way. This afternoon, we're seeing all rain throughout southern Ontario. And then by the tonight and into tomorrow morning, our temperatures are really going to start to shift behind that cold front. So we do have the potential to see a bit of a rain-snow mix towards cottage country along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. We may see a few flakes downtown tomorrow morning. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but it's not going to be, it won't affect your commute that much. So we've got this system moving in throughout the day today. Certainly going to be a wet and gloomy and gray kind of day, and this is going to continue through the evening, overnight, and tomorrow morning. Now, once the system starts to move out for Wednesday through the overnight and into Thursday, we are going to be seeing things start to change slightly for the weekend. We've got high pressure moving into place, which means we're going to see a little bit of sunshine, and our temperatures are going to return to more seasonal values. So by Saturday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud and a daytime high of -1.